Most of the time, our bright ideas stories are about companies with real revenues and profits. Tonight, though, a different take, a look at a company still in a very early stage, not bringing in any money just yet, but it, of course, hopes to one day. It's a company that's trying to tap into this country's current fascination, interest in politics. It's run by a pair of San Francisco entrepreneurs who got what they hope will be the bright idea to start an online forum for real people having constructive political discussions.
Here's one on whether or not the president should use the term radical Islam.
Matt Mahan and James Wyndon call their site Brigade. They also say it's the world's first network for voters. Users share opinions and discuss hot-button issues like the presidential race, funding education, or gun control. In little more than a year, users have shared more than 6 million opinions. Those users come from all 50 states. The hope is the discussions can help people to find that holy grail, common ground, from which to develop real solutions to pressing problems.
What this is about is trying to enable people to self-organize, leverage relationships, and get things done.
Signing up is free. You merely provide your home address to help Brigade verify you. Users can see how their views stack up nationally and locally.
I just felt like if anything was going to make our politics work better, it would be social media.
Mahan first got the idea as a student at Harvard back in 2004. He lived down the hall from Mark Zuckerberg. Yes, that Mark Zuckerberg. Mahan used the Facebook, still in its infancy, to find other students likely to join a protest aimed at ending Harvard's investments in 2 Chinese oil companies operating in Sudan during a genocide there. In April 2005, Harvard divested.
So Facebook became a very efficient tool for figuring out who was best connected, who was likely aligned with me, and then as a tool to mobilize them to get behind a campaign.
In 2007, Mahan went to work for a company called Causes, a Facebook app that helped people connect with nonprofits. That's where he met Wyndon. At Causes, they saw 186 million people raise $48 million for various organizations. Wyndon was sold on the power of the digital platform.
When I started to compare the sort of impact you could have through technology in a matter of months or years, that sort of changed my perspective.
By 2013, though, Facebook was moving away from third-party apps. Determined to make another go of it, Mahan and Wyndon teamed with tech investors, big ones, Sean Parker, Ron Conway, and Mark Benioff in 2014, betting Brigade could be both useful and profitable. But how? Paul Reichhoff runs the nonprofit site Iraq and Afghanistan Veterans of America. The IAVA test partnered with Brigade last year. He thinks nonprofits will pay Brigade someday the same way recruiters pay to find prospective employees on LinkedIn.
Brigade gives us an opportunity to connect with someone who might be interested in gun rights, or they might be interested in immigration, or they might be interested in baseball. And if we can inject veterans issues into that conversation, then we can expand our market.
For now, though, Brigade focuses on individual users like Stefan Nicolo, an infrastructure investor. Nicolo thinks Brigade might make money selling its data.
There stands to be an opportunity to package that and make it available to folks who would have an interest in using that data. So think campaigns, think pundits, think networks.
Profit isn't the driver just yet. Mahan and Wyndon believe, though, that the path to that profit will become clear if they just stay on point.
At the core of politics, at the core of social change, are relationships. And the technology layer that we're seeking to build here is simply meant to allow individuals to leverage those relationships more efficiently, more effectively, and ultimately create more rapid change.